welcome to my channel. This is a channel all about cross stitch. I'm on Flosstube number 23. So welcome if you're new and welcome back if you're returning. I really appreciate you coming and spend some time with me. Yeah, I've got a lot to show you today. So as probably in the title will say that I have a change of plans. So if you're new, I'll go into a little bit of what I was doing before. I was doing Whip Go, which had all my projects on that apart from one or two. And when that got called, they were getting 2,000 stitches a month. I then had a piece called Grace, which was getting 2,000 stitches a month. And I had a focus piece. Anyway, it was getting a bit too much for me, and I was not managing to touch all my projects in what I would say is a timely manner. So I decided to try something new and change it up. So I took inspiration from Nicola, Simply a Stitcher, and I decided to try out her rotation and how it works. So as of now, I'm not doing Whip Go. I'm not doing any of those things apart from having a focus piece. So how Nicola's rotation works is she gives a piece 2 days with the target of getting 1,000 stitches, and once she gets 1,000 stitches, the rest of that 2 days, whatever's left, she spends on a focus piece. So I've been doing that. I think she does it starting her week on a Monday. I've done it starting my week on a Saturday, just because I film on a Friday. So I'm gonna do Saturday, Sunday one piece, Monday, Tuesday another piece, Wednesday, Thursday another piece, and then Friday is reserved for Fancy Friday when I restart that in May. I'm taking the rest of April of not doing it. Fancy Friday is basically on a Friday I work on a fancy project. So it could be a fancy lady, it could be my chatelaine, anything sparkly with beads, anything like that I consider fancy. So that's what I've been doing, and I've really enjoyed it. I've managed to touch quite a lot of whips and got really good progress on my focus piece. Also, before I was doing a daily stitch. I've not done that since starting the new rotation, but that's not to say it won't come back. It's just I've been enjoying working on the whips that I've had out that day. So yes, I'm going to reset. We're going to get into this and I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So I'll be back in a minute. So the first thing I worked on from my last video was Tropica. This is a piece by Bella Filipina Designs, and I am stitching it on 28 count Cyan Zest by Luella's Hand Dyed Fabrics. I've stitched this as called for. Skins 2/2. I love it, and I got it finished. So if you join me for my finish with me, bead with me video, then you will already see that I've finished it. Thank you so much if you watched that video. And yeah, oh, she looks so good. So I'm going to show you, I'll show you the whole piece first. Oh my god, the fabric is just stunning. It's showing pretty true. It's a little, got a bit more yellow in it, but yellow splotches, but it is showing pretty true. I was frozen looking at it. And then I'll do a bit of a pan up. You can see those beads. Let me stand up. So good. So good. So she has some treasures in her hair, which are the beads, the leaves. There's 4 of them up there. And obviously you can see there's a lot of beads in this piece. These bits where the branches are, and the spray of beads were the most difficult. There's another one here. As you can see, there's quite a few beads in there. They were difficult to do. The tail was humongous, which is what I did on my finish with me. Oh, so good. So she's done, which is amazing. I had a goal date of finishing her by September, and I've got it done in April, so I'm really happy with that. And my next Fancy Friday piece will be made of Tropica. So yeah, we can move on to her next month. Let me just get back into position. So the next piece I will show you is my daily stitch. This is Mini City Life New York. It is artwork by Isabella Krvolowicz and is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is stitched on my full coverage unless stated 25 count 1/1 full cross. This one, as I said, was my daily stitch, which kind of fell by the wayside. But I'm not mad about it because I feel like the time that I did spend on doing the daily stitch, I got some really good progress, so I'm happy with that. This time around I put in 1,827 stitches and he's now at 30.36%, so we got to 30%. So like I said, I'm really happy with how far I got. And here is where it is now. Excuse my nudge hoop mark. So I'll try and fit in a before and after. I might stretch it to try and get those marks out. So I'm on this pass here. I'm stitching this in 10 by 20 towers all the way across the piece to try and balance out the light and the dark. But as you can see, all that up there is filled in. It's all light. A lot of 3865, 819. But yeah, so I'm really happy with the progress that I got on that while it was a daily stitch, and I'm happy to put that to one side and come back to it when I feel like it. Let me just take off my nose. So then I want to get into my new rotation. So like I said, it was 1,000 at a time, so I could get through these pretty quickly, which gave me a lot of time on my focus piece. So the first one that came up was Painted Tiger. This is from an Etsy shop called Mommy's Hobbies Designs. I'm not sure if it's still available. As far as I know, she did put it back on the site, but on the Etsy shop, but I'm not sure about now. I'll have it linked below if it is available. And this is a piece for my son. This will be a future focus piece because children are, they're not impatient, oh, they are impatient, but he's thinking, where, you said you was making me something, so where is it? So it won't be yet though, it might be next year. So here is where I got to. I'll show you this bit and then, no, I'll show you the full thing, which is just that. I did the face at the retreat last year. Got his eyes in. And then I came up and worked from top left. So you should be seeing it before and after. So I just worked on that second page here. This is such a lovely stitch. It's these blocks, these splodges here are mainly one colour, so you can just get a big chunk in, and then there was a bit of confetti around the ear, but no, really fun. I really enjoyed it. So that is that piece. It's not huge. I have cropped it a little, so the tiger will be in the centre. So if you imagine that was in the centre of the fabric. So I've took a bit off the side, a bit off the bottom, and yeah, did I say it got 1,020 stitches and he's at 6.58%? I can't remember if I said that or not. But oh, it was so fun to get some of these projects out that I've not worked on for ages. I think that's what was dipping my mood a bit as well. I just, obviously stitching is my time to relax, and I just wasn't getting the same enjoyment out of it. I enjoy working on any of my projects, but I really do like working on all of them. So yeah, it was nice to go through and touch stuff that I've not touched in a long time. So we've done that. The next one that came up was Is It Friday Yet? And this is by CrossFit For Everyone, and the artwork is Sue Richter, I believe. And this one got a page finish. So let me show you. So I finished the first page and started moving on to the second page. So most of the 1,000 stitches were down at the bottom here. And this one got 1,018 stitches and is now at 4.94%. So we're nearly at 5%. We've got a page finish. And yeah, I'm just going to work across the pages at the top and see where we go from there. I am a little bit unsure about the detail in this piece, just because on the first page of the mock-up you can see a little bit more definition in these curls coming in, and they kind of just blur all into one blob, but it's never going to go on my wall, so I'm not too bothered about it. That is her, the girl with the attitude. If you ask my husband, he'll say that's what I was like in the morning. That's not the next one. The next one is A Beautiful Place. I was really happy to get this one out. This was a start along with loads and loads and loads of people. Last June, I started it on holiday. Well, I took it, I think I might have started it just before and then worked on it on the plane and blah blah blah. So yeah, I was thinking about that when I was working on it this time, that when I started this was lay by the pool and we need a holiday. So it's A Beautiful Place. The artwork is by Eda Jose Rosa and it is charted by Stitches So Beautiful. And yeah, I'll just show you. I worked on the next page at the top. I am going to diagonal stair step page this one, I think. Who knows? I'll probably change my mind. So there is some part threads. So I worked up here on this page and got that second tree in. A lot of the stitches that I put in were in the shadowy area down the side. There we are. But such a relaxing stitch, this one. I love it. And it's just so not something that I would necessarily gravitate towards, but I just love it. So it's coming out really, really nice, this piece. So got that tree in. I'm going to finish this page and then I'll move down to this page down here. The page is a little on this one, but it's a long and skinny piece. So I'm way up here. This one got 1,009 stitches and is now at 9.72%. So hopefully the next time I work on this, we'll get it to 10%, which is crazy because I don't think this is the whole length of the piece. I think I just had used what I had. I don't know, because that looks crazy long. To say that's 10%. So I've probably got way more fabric than what I need there. Or it could be the right size and I could be stitching forever. Oh yeah, loved getting that out. And this is what I'd missed, like I'd missed some of my whips so much. So I'm glad that I've been able to touch them all again. The next piece is Castle, another Stitch Is So Beautiful chart. This is also artwork by Eda Jose Rosa, and I'm working this one along the top row of pages, if I can find them. The top row of pages, and I'll just show you what I got to. So I'm working it in the diagonal, but only the top row of pages, and I got to the castle. So I had a little bit of this. I had a little bit last time, which I should be showing you a picture. Sorry, the light is going in and out. It's early morning here. And I finished that steeple, the first one, and then worked a bit more on this. I didn't want to just focus on the castle. I was just picking symbols, and once I finished my thread I could work them over here. So I was being pretty true to the symbol picking. But the sky looks amazing. I love this piece so much. Look at that. It just looks so good. I love the colours. And like the movement, it's just amazing. So we're getting into the castle. So in the first row of pages we will barely get anything, but we'll eventually get there. So good. So I loved working on that one. I could have worked on them for so much longer, and that was probably the hardest bit, was putting it away at 1,000 stitches. But because I've got so many whips now, if I want to touch them all out, it's compromise. I have to either not touch a load of whips and put in a big chunk of stitching, or I touch a load of whips and put in less stitching, and I'm still trying to find that balance. I am trying to whip down for that reason. So yeah, I'm trying to find that balance, which might take a little bit, but I'm happy to try different rotations and see what works for me and tweak them and yeah, work through it. I'm not like, yeah, sorry, my husband came in. I'm not too stubborn to change it up once I've made a plan at the beginning of the year. I don't think, well, I've got to stick to it for the rest of the year. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm changing it. So anyway, the next one, so I've got 3 more. So the next one is Magic Roses. This is actually the first Heaven and Earth style I ever bought. This is artwork by Genovia Art, and like I said, it's called Magic Roses by Heaven and Earth Designs, and it is huge. Let me find where I worked on. This one has like 320,000 stitches, so it's a biggie. I've got part threads. Obviously I always love working on this piece, so I'm glad that I got to pull it out. I'm looking at it now and it looks even more vibrant than when I worked on it. So this one got 1,003 stitches, bringing it to 4.30%. And I worked in the second page and just carried on filling it on my way down using the typewriter method. But oh, you can see the vibrant colours in this piece. Hot pinks and electric blues, amazing. This is probably one of my favourite pieces. I just love the lights and how they bounce off the roses, create shadows. I think it is just so amazing. So good. But this is a big one. So I was really happy to get back to this one. I wish I could spend more time on some of these, but it is just huge. It's long. It keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. Oh, there's the bottom. So that's it folded in half. I'll turn it around so you can see what I've done out of all of that. Ridiculous. Why do we do it? But it's so pretty. I love it. And then a bigger piece, my biggest piece, is Water Nymph by Blushing Pink Stitches. The artwork is Vanilla Art, I believe. This one got 1,007 stitches, bringing it to 5.23%. And this one, yeah, is my biggest piece. It's like 437,000 stitches. In my opinion, I never would have started this if I knew the size. This was when I was first starting all the things. I'm in the sky. I'm going to be in the sky for the next 20,000 years. But, so I'll show you how I've got to stop moaning. So here is where I am. Let me get the light so you can see the shadows. So I work down here and I'm just working in the diagonal trying to fill in this page. So this page is actually starts up here, so I've done quite a chunk of it. And I got some light blues in. This is the start of the water swish, the big circle. So yeah, I'm trying to get the light to really show them colours because it's not as dark there. There we are. That's what it looks like in person. Now the stars, there are a million ninja stitches. This area here was extremely confetti heavy. So it'd be like one stitch over here and then a couple of them carried on over here, but a lot of them, that was it for the page. But I was happy to get some of these in. They're like really light blues. Oh, but it does look good, but it's just massive. So I'm just going to keep plugging away at this one. Nothing much to see other than a big block of blue. But yeah, you can see that tree, like the shadow of the tree. And all them stars. Oh, it does look good, I have to say. But when I'm working on it, I'm like, oh, I think it's because I know it's so big and I'm thinking I'm literally going to be stitching this for the rest of my life. Just blue, blue, blue. But it is what it is. And then the last one is my focus piece. So this has had quite a lot of work, which I'm really excited about. And this is my favourite thing about this rotation is you get the variety, but you also get really good focus time on the focus piece. And I don't feel guilty about it because I've touched other projects quite a lot. So that is what I'm loving the most. And the last time so firstly, this is Wildlife of Predator and it is a Luca S kit. This is on a kit Ada, it's 16 count, Kit Floss, which is Luca S Floss, which is lovely to work with. And last time you've seen this, I was working on that bottom left page. So I'll pop up a picture of what that looked like. And yes, this is my second page finish for this video. And here is where we are now. So I do consider this full coverage because it is full coverage, even though it's a kit. So sorry, I've got my marks from my frame. The page down here was where I was working. That's the width of it. These are huge pages. These are like not just huge because it's on 16 count, they're actually a lot of stitches. So I finished this page, and then now I'm working on this page. So this page, I've been doing all of this. I've got some of his nose in. This bit is boring. It is lots of whites and greys, all in stripes basically. But it looks good. It does look amazing, this piece. Look at that. It looks just like the cover photo. Let me... Oh, I've not brought it with me. I'll pop up the cover photo so you can see just how, because some mock-ups on kits do not look like what they look like on the cover. But the shading in this piece is just amazing. I mean, it's a bit of work, don't get me wrong. There is quite a few colour changes, but look at the effect that you get. There is some backstitch on this piece in his eye and his whiskers, which I'll do at the end, but not a lot. But I just love it, like literally in love. And when I'm stitching, I have my key snap like here and he's like looking at me. It looks like he's gonna kill someone. So this is my focus piece. This one got 5,461 stitches, bringing it to a huge 44.30%. So we're nearly at the 50% mark to finish this bit here. And then we can move on to the other half. The top white area is all in, this area here is all in a half stitch. Can you see that? So that goes along the top of this but oh, I cannot recommend this, like, the company enough. I've only done this one, to be fair, but the aid is nice and soft. The floss is beautiful and silky but fluffy. It's not as thin as DMC. They give you a good margin, if I've calculated correctly. That's a good margin for a kit. This one goes into Pattern Keeper if you scan the QR code, so I just love it. I'll do another one when I finish this one. That is just gonna look so cool. So, yes, I'm gonna keep him out because I'm working on him today. It's Friday, so because Fancy Friday is not started yet until May, this is what I've been working on Fridays, and yeah, I've been loving it, He needs a wash. I probably should wash him before I do the back stitch, actually. I've just noticed he's got like a mark. I don't know what that's from. And I should have searched it. But that is all my stitching. So I'm so happy with how much I got to. I'm really, really enjoying this rotation, so we'll see how long it lasts. I do want a rotation that is going to last, because although I'm not like bothered about changing, I don't want to be like changing all the time. So it would be nice to see whether this works for me, and if it might just need a little bit of tweaking if it doesn't, but so far it is working for me. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I could go into what's coming up next. Or should I leave it as a surprise? yeah, we'll leave it. You have to wait and see what I'll work on next. In my next video, which will be in 2 weeks. But other than that, I think that's it. There's nothing really to say other than, yeah, live stuff and stuff like that is all in my Bead With Me, what's been going on. So if you want to go and look at those videos, then you're more than welcome to. And I think that's how I'm going to do it. Just keep life out of these. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you know when I post a video next time, and you can see how far I get on all my next load of whips. And yes, to those returning, thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.